In this video, I'll be reviewing Otto Insurance. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to talk about the pros and then move towards the cons. So starting with the pros, the first one we have is convenience. So I'm just going to go ahead and open my pen and write the pros. And the first one we have is convenience. So Otto gathers quotes from multiple insurers, potentially saving you hours scouring individual insurance company websites or calling agents. This can be a significant time saver, especially if you're unfamiliar with the car insurance market. The next one we have is potentially lower rates. So potentially lower rates. By accessing a wider pool of insurers than you might find on your own, Otto can connect you with companies offering competitive rates. This is because competition between insurers can drive down prices. However, it's important to remember that the lowest rate isn't always the best option. Consider factors like coverage details and customer service reputation as well. The next one we have is user-friendly interface. So, user-friendly interface. Otto's website is reportedly easy to navigate. This means you can input your information and receive quotes without getting bogged down in a complicated interface. This can be especially helpful for those who aren't tech savvy or prefer a streamlined experience. And lastly, we have access to various coverages. So, access to various coverages. Otto might connect you with insurers offering a wider range of coverage options beyond basic liability insurance. This could include extras like rental car reimbursement, accident forgiveness, or rideshare insurance. These add-on coverages can provide valuable protection in specific situations, but be sure to understand the cost-benefit analysis before adding them to your policy. Alright, so that is it for the pros. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at the cons. So I'm just gonna write cons. And let's get started with our first one, which is privacy concerns. So privacy concerns. Otto is a lead generator, meaning that they share your information with partner insurance companies. This can lead to a surge of unsolicited calls and emails. You might be bombarded with marketing messages and pressure to buy policies you haven't thoroughly researched. The next one we have is limited control. Limited control. Unlike true quote comparison sites, you don't directly choose which companies to contact. Otto acts as a middleman, and you might end up with quotes from insurers you wouldn't have picked yourself. This lack of control can be frustrating if you have specific companies in mind or want to avoid certain insurers due to negative experience or reviews. The next one we have is lack of transparency. So, lack of transparency. There is limited information about Otto's company background and how they select partners. This lack of transparency can be a red flag for some consumers, especially those who value clear communication and established business practices. Next, we have potentially fewer options. So, potentially fewer options. Some reviews suggest Otto might not connect you with the widest range of insurers compared to other platforms, particularly established players in the market. This could limit your ability to find the absolute best deal. And lastly, we have difficulties getting the best deal. So, difficulties getting the best deal. So, since Auto prioritizes connecting you with insurers rather than providing you a comprehensive comparison tool, getting the absolute best deal might require additional research on your own. You'll need to compare quotes you receive through Auto with those from other sources to ensure you're getting the most competitive rate and coverage for your needs. So that is it for the pros and cons. Now I want to talk about some extra considerations. Alright, so I'm just gonna move on to the next slide. And now let's talk about some extra considerations that you should take. The first one is customer reviews. So, customer reviews. While there aren't a ton of reviews, some users report positive experiences with Auto's user interface and finding affordable options. However, the potential for information overload and unwanted contact is a recurring complaint. Consider the volume of reviews and the sentiment expressed to get a balanced perspective. The next one we have is BBB accreditation. So, BBB accreditation. Alright, so Auto is not accredited by the Better Business Bureau, and there is limited information about their complaint history. The BBB is an organization that tracks business complaints and customer reviews. A lack of accreditation doesn't necessarily mean Auto is illegitimate, but it can be a factor to consider, especially if you're concerned about customer service or dispute resolution. And lastly, we have alternatives. Alright, so I'm just gonna write it down. Alternatives. So it's always better to compare the codes that you are getting from Auto. So let's say you have two codes given by Auto. I would always suggest you to go ahead, go to their website and compare two of them to make sure that you're getting the best deal. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what might be a better option for you, and I'm gonna summarize everything in one paragraph. So, Auto might be a good option for busy individuals who want a quick and easy way to gather quotes. Auto can save you significant time compared to researching and contacting insurers yourself. However, be prepared to invest some additional time filtering through quotes and potentially dealing with unwanted communication. It's also a good option for people comfortable with potentially receiving large volume of communication from insurers. If you don't mind getting calls and emails from various insurance companies, Auto can be a way to explore different options, but be cautious of high pressure sales tactics and take your time comparing policies before making a decision. And Auto might not be ideal for those who prioritize privacy and control over their information. If you're concerned about unsolicited marketing messages, Auto might not be the best choice. Consider alternatives that allow you to select specific insurers to contact. It also might not be ideal for consumers who want to compare quotes directly from a wider range of insurance companies. Auto might not connect you with all the major players in the market, so researching and getting quotes directly from a variety of insurers can give you a more comprehensive picture of available options. It's also not ideal for individuals who value a high level of transparency. The lack of information about Auto's selection process for partner insurers can be a turn off for some consumers. Consider established companies with a clear track record and a reputation for ethical business practices. Remember, there is no one size fits all solution for car insurance shopping. Consider your priorities, for example, speed, control, privacy when choosing a method. Don't rely solely on Auto or any single source for quotes. So by following these steps and understanding of the pros and cons, you can make an informed decision about whether Auto is the right tool to streamline your car insurance shopping journey. So alright guys, that'll be it for the review. I hope it helped you out, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace out.